here with another quick Legacy Storm video playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils. This is my list. Hasn't changed. It's a sideboard. Still trying to get that Miracles player with the Sphinx of the Final Word. Let's go. And we're on the draw here. I think we keep this. It's a fine hand. Bit sort of on the pondersome side, but I don't mind that. Unless we're up against like fast combo, then I like this hand a lot. Waiting for our opponent. Tundra. Oh, it might actually be Miracles. Oh, Tundra Go seems... yeah, I don't know. I guess they might have the turn 2 counterbalance. Let's have a look. They have the turn 1 spell snare. So it is a kind of Miracles build, I'm fairly sure. I guess it could be like a blade deck. But Jace, Snare, Clique, Volk, Tarn, Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. We get to draw, get a swamp, that's not that exciting. We're gonna go ahead and kinda assume that they don't run Wasteland. And we'll take the Dark Ritual, and we'll draw the probe next turn. We'll fetch probe, working our way quite nicely up to Past in Flames something. I'll fetch here, go for the Volk, probe, pay life, don't really mind. They have drawn a plow. Huh. So the thing of it is here, we could go for Past in Flames, because next turn their Clique will be live, and they don't have, like, so what we do is we Dark Rit and dress their Spell Snare, and then we can crack a Lady for blue, and then we have double Probe Ponder. That might be something. Conversely, we just dress them here, or not. Let's say we do that, we take their Snare, and the next turn they click us on draw step, and they bottom our Past in Flames, I would imagine, or our Lineside Island, and they, like, it's not the strongest vantage point. If we had like 2 Ponders, I'd love it a whole lot more. Or kind of all in on, like, can we get away with doing this without cracking our LED? In which case we would go Dark Ritual, that makes it 4, Petal Petal 5, 6, Dress is 5, Past in Flames makes it 1. No, I don't think so. We have to crack the LED. It's all about, like, how impatient are we? I think I'm going to go for it. So we take the Spell Snare. So we do this. We crack for blue, and then we have to use the pedal for black for the dark red. This might actually have been a bit of a punt, because we need to both hit a ritual and a tutor. And do we probe or ponder first? That's also a question, right? Let's say we ponder and want more of the cards on top. Then I guess like we would have gotten them with probe. I like probing. Well, there's the tutor. So if we dark writ now, that is enough. Is storm enough? I think it might be enough. So we have another probe. What's storm? Storm is 10. Perfect. So that was a bit of a lucky punch. Okay, so I think we got a bit lucky there. And for sideboarding, we bring in the Sphinx, we bring in... We didn't actually see either top or counterbalance or any miracle cards, so we could be facing some kind of Jeskai mid-range / control deck with like Stoneforge Mystics and True Nemesis. They are likely to have targets for our Abrupt Decays in like Hate Bears. It might be a bit much to bring in the needles for top if they don't have tops, because we won't really have any other anything else to really say to use the needle on. I think we also won't bring the grip until we know for sure it's miracles. Actually, you could say the Sphinx is kind of like not a blank, but if it is like a more creature oriented beatdown deck, then we will have a harder time getting to the point where we can resolve the Sphinx. But let's try it out anyway. So we'll remove one Past in Flames because they are likely to have Graveyard Hate. Let's bring out a couple of the Balmy Tutors. We'll remove one Infernal Tutor and one Mind's Eye Diamond, because we want to revert into more of a Natural Storm kind of deck. Okay, we have to mulligan this hand. We have no blue mana. We have both. Like, we have the Sphinx, which at this point is kind of like a mulligan in itself. Yeah, mulligan for sure. This is good. We'll keep this. We'll bottom the tutor. Ponder. Still no top. They do not shuffle. Alright. So I think we go Underground Sea here with the fetch land. There is some world where we want to be playing around Blood Moon, but I don't think we really should be at this point. Okay, so we have potentially like a very strong hand here. Depending on what they drop on us next turn. They might drop like a Hate Bear or a Counterbalance. They didn't shuffle, so I have to expect them to have something next turn, but I think we can't go off in the face of either. Like if it's a Meddling Mage, it'll be naming Infernal Tutor for sure. If it's a Canonist, well, then it's a Canonist. But I think we still want this. We want the Ritual, and we want the Probe to know what's up. And depending on what happens next turn, we might want the second LED, but we'll put that on the bottom. Draw the Probe, and then pass the turn. Alright, so is Miracles. So I think what we do here is we play a pedal. They know the top card, and they, like, what we can hope that they have done is put a 1 on top, and because that might have been their only option, or they might think that we need a 1 to go off, like Dark Ritual. I think I'll play out the Ponder as sort of a bait spell. And it is a 1. Okay, and it's Flusterstorm. So now the question becomes, do we think they have force? And I think we want to go for it here. So we'll probe for the storm count, and it is still possible that they choose not to reveal. I mean, I certainly did that myself not very long ago. So let's see here. They don't force it. And they had the force. Okay, well, nothing to do about that. We'll just pass. They have a Flusterstorm and 3 other cards. Another Counterbalance. Yeah, we'll play out the land, play towards getting to that Sphinx. Not sure if we want to brainstorm here. No, we'll wait. If they drop a top, we'll brainstorm in response. Oh, so there's one Counterbalance we can take care of. I think we still wait with the brainstorm. Although we are giving them more draws to find a brainstorm of their own to sort of I'm not sure. I think maybe now is the turn where we end of turn decay one of their Counterbalances. Rest in Peace is revealed. That's interesting. I think they want that. That also means we might be able to get to Brainstorm. Although, I mean, if they have a Brainstorm now, that would be a great time for them to use it. Okay, so they don't want the Rest in Peace. They reveal a Flooded Strand. Seems a bit aggressive. So we put back Volcanic and Lion's Eye Diamond. So we've cast Brainstorm, and that's it. So if we therapy them, they can use the Flusterstorm and we won't get to know what's in their hand, but then the Flusterstorm is gone. I actually kind of like that. You could make an argument for waiting, but then Counterbalance becomes live, and we want them to have to lose a card right now. So I think if I'm them and I don't have a Brainstorm, I think I just Fluster here. Okay. Hey, that's fair. Well, actually, yeah, I don't know. They must really value their Flusterstorm. I really hope I draw that Sphinx. And we fetch on our upkeep. We don't want to draw. that LED. We're getting close to Sphinx mana. So, okay, so we have 5 lands in the petal. That's 6. 6 becomes 9 with the Cabal Ritual. So if we go Cabal Ritual, Infernal Tutor, they don't counter it, we get to play Sphinx. What are the chances they don't counter it? Let's say we go 6 mana, becomes 9, becomes 7. Then they Flusterstorm, they have 3 copies, so we pay for 3, and to have 4 floating. Like, I think there's a pretty high chance of them having like Snapcaster into the counterspell, or like another counterspell, or another force. So maybe we just wait. Or actually, maybe they. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. Right, hang on. Fetch first, just to not play into some sort of clique shenanigans. So, like, the reason I'm doing this is I think they might just be tempted to not send these top. Oh, they so want that one, right? I think they might be tempted to like get whatever it is I'm getting with the tutor. Like if it's Passing Flames, I think actually no, they probably should counter this. Anyway, yeah, okay, they had the force. They bin the Flusterstorm. Okay, I think we still play on. We're not dead. Draw one of our remaining 3 decays. Or like work towards Storm 7 and then Tendrils. So like I'm running down the clock here talking a lot, but they're not really doing anything. Oh, that's not great. Now we need 2 decays. Double Tendrils is not uninteresting. Sure, rest in peace, that's fine. Not overly reliant on that happening. I will save that in case we get to... we end up getting like a lot of petal LED kind of stuff. Double Tendril suddenly becomes like a real thing. Yep, take some more damage. What we really don't want to have happen is them to get like a clique. I think that's probably what I would fear the most, other than like just being end of turn and treat it for the win, obviously. Okay, we can't really brainstorm into that top, I don't think. Okay, so the more time passes here, the worse it is for us. We still need another mana source to play the Sphinx if we were to draw it. Well, there's the mana source. We're also getting to a point where Natural General, Caracas, is this the setup of the clique show? Not yet. Okay, now we have Sphinx mana. Oh, there is the clique. I think we just let this happen, and if they know what they're doing, they'll take one of our tendrils, I think. Not, they'll take our tutor. They could just leave us with what we've got. They're confident they can beat it. They can click every turn now. Control our draw step. Okay, so they bottom our ritual. The question is, if we draw Sphinx and they click us on draw step, do we concede and not show them the Sphinx? I think we go with the probe here and hope they don't have a 1 on top. That seems unlikely, but if we can get them to draw with top, then we can brainstorm in response. Sure, look with top. They have a 1. They're doing it too quickly. Another top on top. Okay, we'll pass the turn. We're dead now, I think. They're on double counterbalance, so we can like randomly finding a single decay won't do it. They get to see that we have drawn Volcanic Island and Past in Flames since the last click. Ha! We drew the Sphinx. That's actually not too bad. Might still be dead because they get to like they can eternally bounce click to block. We'll definitely play it out though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could not play it out and not show them because there's still sort of a pretty high probability that we lose this game. And then like the surprise factor for next game would have been higher, but if they don't have an answer for this, like if they don't terminus us, I think we're looking pretty decent. So they play out their click again. They probably remove a tendrils or the dark writ or the tutor, which I guess is me stating the obvious because they won't remove the Past in Flames as they have Rest in Peace. They removed the dark writ. Yeah, I mean, we're not looking terrible. Just don't have terminus. So they probably shuffle to they're not like now, right, trying feverishly to dig for their terminus because they're cold to the Sphinx otherwise. If they find it, expect me to get terminus on my upkeep. It's not exactly what we want to see. We don't have any more lands to fetch out. We could go like tendrils for 1, get up to 7 life, and then play out 4 goblins. Yeah, I don't hate that. Come on. Unless they have a Jace on top, that is. I guess no, that doesn't matter because of the Sphinx. I love my Sphinx. This does feel like a bit of a waste of a perfectly good tendrils. Okay, so we swing in with the Sphinx, they block and bounce Clique, and then end of oh wait, actually am I messing up now? I think I am. I think I'm not supposed to attack with the Sphinx because now they get to attack us on their next turn with the Clique. Yeah, that was absolutely pointless of me to do that. Sure. And they probably take our tendrils now. Actually, maybe like the tutor is more threatening with the Sphinx on out. Okay, so no, they don't. Actually, they target themselves. Do they please turn to... No, they targeted me and then they just let me keep. Okay. So, no Terminus yet. I dropped down to 4. So, yeah, I made a pretty big misplay attacking with the Sphinx. They have an engineered explosives for my tokens. Okay. So. So I don't really think I can pay life for this probe. It's nice now we can just probe into stuff into tendrils. Okay, so they want to clique us. Sure. They're targeting me. They still okay, they take the tendrils and we get another land. That's kind of bad. So let's see what they have. They have well, they have the clique, and then I won't write it down. Brainstorm, Flusterstorm, Force, Plow. They have another clique. Oh, actually, hang on. No. I was going to decay. I think what I do here is, I guess I play out a land. If I decay this clique, or I could decay the rest in peace actually, because decaying this clique means that nothing really. They can just clique at the end of turn anyways. Decaying the rest in peace means that our Past in Flames eventually becomes a card they have to worry about. Or maybe I'll just wait and not do anything right now. I'm not really sure if we're like who's winning right now because they have top to find their terminus. They just found a fetch land to help them. If they find a terminus, needless to say, we're dead. So I guess I decay this just because why not? I'm not decaying their counterbalance because that doesn't matter right now. I'm not decaying the clique because they have Caracas plus spare clique. So here, like, we can cast Past in Flames. Then we can we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we use 4 to cast Past Flames, have 3 floating, or 3 left. No, that doesn't get us anywhere. We go Dark Ritual. Oh, this is tricky, right? Like, we can go Dark Ritual. Then they clique us, and then they remove either the tutor or the Passing Flames. They can even clique us twice if they want to. I think I like tutoring for another Dark Ritual, actually. If that resolves, I think we just win. Could be wrong though, I haven't done the math yet. Yeah, okay, they won't let us. And I think we let that resolve. They bottom our ritual. Or our Passing Flames, actually. Like, either way, it's kind of bad for us. Oh, man. Yeah, we couldn't really get around that. If they had that shown as a second ritual, that would have been kind of sweet. So we'll take the Dark Ret and get another one. And we'll play out our LED, which actually they can counter. See if they remember that. Yeah, okay, they do. Never mind then. Yeah, doesn't matter. Guess we could have kept it and used it as a storm. That actually might have been relevant. Now we're actually at a point where we might just lose because of our timer. Oh, they have the mentor. Okay, we might lose to that. Actually, probably will lose to that. We need to top deck a tutor. And then don't have them clique us on draw stab. Eesh. Yeah, okay, we're dead. Too bad. Now they know about the Sphinx, but now we know about them being miracles. So we remove like another LED and another Infernal Tutor. We don't really have the time though. Just have to play real fast. Remove the Cabal Ret. We'll be on the play. And that's a mulligan. And I guess that's a keep. They mulligan to 6. Well, top, but we'll fetch anyways. So if they hadn't their terminuses before, they'll have them now. Yeah, that's a shuffle. The probe would be nice, but I think we need the lands. So they have their top, no they don't. Okay, so it's pretty nice. Okay, we don't need both therapies, and we don't need both decays, I don't think. So I think actually we pass here because, like, if we fetch out, we don't have Bayou, so we'd have to fetch Badlands. Okay, so they don't, maybe we should get Badlands anyways. We should actually, because I'm thinking they probably have clique. Oh, and there was the trop anyway, so that's nice. So we'll dress them. And they might brainstorm in response. No, they have counterspell probably. Yep, okay, so we'll probe. Counterbalance and click and engineer explosives. EE, CB, Mesa, Plains. We'll therapy their clique now. Okay, we'll play out our underground sea because I don't need to show them the trop yet. Mesa, counterbalance. Yeah. And empty the warrants. I might just go for like end of turn, decay, dark ritual on our turn, empty the warrants, flashback, take therapy. I don't like that they now have top because I think they have to have more Terminus in their deck now. But yeah, they're going to get punished now for not just playing out the EMT or the engineered explosives. Oh, that's very nice. We get 6 goblins. If they counter this, it's even better. But yeah, we have to expect that there's a fairly big shot at them hitting Terminus before these kill them, but it's a step along the way. And we're flashing back our therapy to name engineered explosives. Ah, oh, crap. Okay, that was the one thing that blew us up. Okay, so we're dead. So I guess we just name Vendilion Clique. Okay, counterbalance. Sweet. Yep. Okay, so I don't know if we should have expected that or like played around it. I still think it's okay. We didn't. Yep. So we wait. And we're down to 4 minutes on the clock. And we just wait some more. Another counterbalance. They do like to find them. If I find grip, I'm almost tempted to just grip their top. Although double counterbalance triggers with fetch lands is a little bit hard. Yep. So that's the feel bads. Damn it. Yeah, that's tough. If I'm them, I think I just let me keep this. I might bottom the Passing Flames, like, yeah. So I think our prerogative now, if we actually get a counterbalance, is to, or an abrupt decay, is to decay the clique before they find Karakas and do what they did to us last game. Other than that, play to Sphinx. Yep. There's a grip. I think we go end of turn, grip their top. I could argue just to do it now, but I think I want my mana for next turn. I might be wrong though. they're pros, they were floating a 3. Okay, they're not. I think we pay mana for this probe. See what's up. Unless they're floating a 1, in which case we just pass the turn. They are. Wear tear. Oh. Brutal. Really have to hope to find that. Well, at least actually now they're drawing the wear tear. Never mind. But we're at 4 life. We're dead to like a Snapcaster or whatever. And they are not shuffling their ponder. Maybe they found another wear tear. Or they just found like a Monastery Mentor. Yeah, sure. They have what, a 1-drop on top. Yeah, alright. GG's. Alright, so we lost that one. Oh well. I feel bad about losing that second game where I got the Sphinx down, but I guess this is one of those, that's one of the cases where it's actually not as spoiler like against this deck if they have the Karakas Vendilion Clique loop. Saying that, I think that's in the minority of Miracle stacks at the moment anyways. That might be, you might disagree, but it might not be like a big minority, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon.